Namaste Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini. Guru
Namaste Bhagini.
Namaste, Namaste Sarvebhyah. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum, Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam, Prasannavadanam Dhyayet, Sarva Vignopashantaye. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Apadamapahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Buddhirbalam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvam Arogitam Ajadyam Vakpatutvam Cha Hanumat Smaranat Bhavet Gurave Sarvalokanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarvavidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Vagarthaviva Sampraktau Vagartha Pratipattaye Jagatah Pitarau Vande Parvati Parameshwarau. Tam Suryam Jagatam Natham Jnana Vijnana Mokshadam Mahapapaharam Devam Tam Suryam Pranamamyaham. Yenakshara samamnayam maheshwarat kritsnam vyakaranam proktam tasmai paninaye namaha. Yena dhauta girapumsam vimalaiः shabdavaribhi tamaschajnanajam bhinnam tasmai paninaye namaha. Vakyakaram vararuchim bhashyakaram patanjalim Paninim Sutrakaram cha pranatosmi munitrayam. Yadakshara pada bhrashtam matrahinam cha yad bhavet tat sarvam kshamyatam deva narayana namostute. Kayena vacha manasendriyairva buddhyatmana va prakrite svabhavat karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai narayanaayeti samarpayami. Astu. So today we are starting the Chaturthi Vibhakti. So we are on page number 36 of the Karaka book. Karaka book published by Samskrita Bharati. Okay. So Chaturthi Vibhakti. Karaka Chaturthi Upapada Chaturthi. Cha iti Chaturthi Dvividha. Yat Sampradanam Bhavati Tasmat Sampradanat Chaturthi Bhavati. Anukte Sampradane Chaturthi Vidhayakam Sutram Ekameva Chaturthi Sampradane iti. Sampradana Sanya Vidhayakani Sutrani tu Bahuni Santi. Upapada Chaturthi Vidhayaka Sutrani api Anekani Santi. So like with all other Vibhaktis, here Chaturthi Vibhakti can be a Karaka Chaturthi or a Upapada Chaturthi. So when a word is given the Sampradanam, Sanya, then Sampradane, Chaturthi Sampradane, Etena Sutrena, Chaturthi Vibhakti Bhavati. There is only one sutra which will assign Chaturthi Vibhakti to a word that gets the Sampradana Sanya, that is Chaturthi Sampradane. But the Sampradana Sanya can be given to a word based on so many sutras. There are so many sutras which can give Sampradana Sanya to a word. But once it gets the Sampradana Sanya, there is only one sutra, which is Chaturthi Sampradane, based on which that word will get the Chaturthi Vibhakti. Similarly, Upapada Vibhaktis also, there are many sutras that give the word Chaturthi Vibhakti. That is not because of Sampradana Karakam, that is based on certain rules. Okay? Either because they are used along with a particular word or in a particular sense, or based on that, the Chaturthi Vibhakti is assigned to some words, that is called Upapada Chaturthi. Those also we have many sutras and some vartikas which will state. Now let us look at Karaka Chaturthi. Pita putraya phalam dadati. Karmana yamabhipraiti sa sampradanam. This we have seen earlier in this book when we are doing the Karakani, the basic definitions of the Karakas. There we have already seen this sutra. Karmana yamabhipraiti sa sampradanam. Danasya karmana yam abhipraiti saha sampradana sanyah syat. So basically Ramaha pustakam dadati, say for example. Here the dana kriya is happening. Pustakam dadati. Kam dadati, pustakam dadati. Or kim dadati, pustakam dadati. Kasmai dadati. This action of donation or giving is happening regarding whom, for whom. That is what is yam abhipraiti. Yam abhipraiti. So to whom it is directed, to whom the purpose is of this giving, the action of giving. That word will get sampradana sanya. Pita putraya phalam dadati. Atra pita karta. Phalam karma. Karmana, with this phalam and with the action of giving, who is being addressed here or who is the receiver? Karmana sambandhum putram abhipraiti. So by this action of giving this object, the karta is having a sambandha with this other word, which is putra. So that word, ataha putra sampradanam. Tasmat sampradana vachakat shabdat chaturthi sampradane iti sutrena chaturthi bhavati. We have seen earlier also, that is what is mentioned here. Shashtam shat prishtam pashyantu in page number 6. That is what we have studied earlier also, right? When we were doing the Karakas, page number 6, if you turn back, there also the same thing is explained. Karmana yamabhipraiti sa sampradanam. And it is explained in a little detailed. So the same thing applies here. Raja yuddhaya sannahyate. Okay. So here, kriyaya yamabhipraiti sa sampradanam. This is a vartikam of karmana yamabhipraiti sa sampradanam. So karmana, when there is a karma which is being, or the object which is being given to somebody, so with this karma or with this object, with this karma padam, the karta with whom his association is, by giving away this, with the action of giving, not by doing something else, with the action of giving away this object, with whom that relation is being made to the karta, that word is getting sampradana sanya. Now, what if it is a akarmaka dhatu? If it is a akarmaka dhatu, then there is no karma padam. With the sakarmaka, we have a karma padam. But sometimes we can do certain things indicating others or for the purpose of others benefit, but there won't be a karma. That is the case of akarmaka dhatu. Then what happens? Kriyaya yamabhipraiti sa sampradanam. So this is a vartikam, which indicates that even if it is a akarmaka dhatu, even if there is no object involved here, a karma padam involved here, if that action is directed to the benefit of somebody else, then also that one will get sampradhanam. So let us look at an example. Akarmaka kriyodeshyamapi sampradhana sanyam syat iti vartikasya arthaha. Okay, Raja yuddhaya sannahyate. Okay, so here he is getting ready. Sannahyate is to get ready. What is he getting ready for? For the yuddham. So here yuddham is not an object or something that he is giving for something, right? So yuddhaya sannahyate. So atra sannahanameva kriya. Tasyaha kriyayaha uddeshyam yuddham. So you are getting ready. That getting ready is a akarmaka kriyapadam. But for what purpose are you getting ready? To go somewhere. In this case, the Raja is getting ready for the war. In other cases, people might be getting ready to do something else. So when that is the case, ataha yuddham sampradhanam prakrita vartikena. Based on this vartika, the yuddha shabda will get sampradhana sanya. Tasmat sampradana bhutat yuddhat chaturthi sampradane iti sutrena chaturthi vibhaktihi bhavati. Okay. So based on that, it will get the sampradana sanya based on the vartikam. Kriyaya yam abhipraiti. Sa sampradanam. Once it gets the sampradana sanya, chaturthi vibhakti is given to that word by the sutra chaturthi sampradane. Any questions so far? So we have seen the basic sutra which assigns the sampradana sanya, and then a vartika which says in case the dhatu is a akarmaka dhatu, then with the kriya what is being indicated, that will get the sampradana sanya. Okay. So we'll see the next one. Balakaya khanda sharkara rochate. This rochate is a kriyapadam. It is a little tricky kriyapadam. It means pleased or pleases. You can take it as. So ruchyarthanam priyamanaha. That is the sutra here. Ruchyarthanam priyamanaha. Sampradanam will come as anuvritti to this sutra. Ruchyarthanam dhatunam prayoge priyamanaha arthaha sampradanam syat. Priyamanaha. See, look at the word clearly. It is a shanajanta. Priyamanaha, right? It is a shanajanta. Means it is indicating he who has priti. So it is indicating he who has priti is called priyamanaha, right? So priyamanaha arthaha. So that word which has that meaning of priyamanaha, sampradanam syat. Okay? Priyamanaha means prityashrayaha. We know that a dhatu has two meanings. One is the vyapara and the other one is phalam. Vyaparashrayatvam kutra asti tat karta bhavati. Phalashrayatvam karma bhavati. Kalu? You have to go back to that base. So a dhatu has two meanings. One is vyaparam and the other one is phalitam. Vyaparam is the actual action that is being done, and the phalitam or phalam is the result of that action. So what are you expecting out of this action? By doing this action, what is the expectation of the karta? What is it that the karta wants to achieve by doing this? That is the phalam. So the phalashrayatvam, where is that phalam? That ashrayatvam of the phalam, where it is, that will become the karma. Ashrayatvam of the vyapara. The karta is the one who is doing all this action. So the karta is the vyapara ashrayam. So he will be karta. So here, again, going back to the same terminology, priti ashrayaha, in whom that priti is there, that will get sampradana. Okay. So here, balakaya khanda sharkara rochate. So khanda sharkara, it is some kind of sugar. That sugar pleases the boy. That is the meaning of this sentence. Or the boy likes the sugar. But it is not as simple as ichchati. Okay, because here rochate word behaves a little differently than the regular words. So that is the reason why balaka shabda is getting chaturthi because of this sutra. Why? Because this rochate indicates priyamanaha. Okay, that which has priti. So balaka is the shabda that has priti. So sampradanam is assigned. Sampradana sanya is given to the balaka shabda. So balakaya khanda sharkara rochate. Rochate, you take it as pleases. It pleases. What pleases? Khanda sharkara pleases. Whom does it please? Balaka. But here, because of this sutra, balaka shabda will get chaturthi vibhakti. Now, khanda sharkara will get prathama vibhakti only. Why? Again, going back to our abhihita and anabhihita, rochate means pleases. When I say rochate, kaha rochate or ka rochate or kim rochate, what pleases? Khanda sharkara rochate. The sugar pleases. Whom does it please? Balakaya. Or in whom is this priti asti? Balake. Okay, so that is the reason why Khanda Sharkara is supposed to be Abhihitam by Rochate Kriyapadam. The Rochate Kriyapadam is indicating Khanda Sharkara. When I say it pleases, what pleases? The sugar pleases. And who has this Preeti in sugar? Balaka. So that is how you have to, interpret this sentence. If we simply say the boy likes the sugar, then, balakaha sharkaram ichhati. There the structure will change. The structure of the sentence changes. But because we have rochate here, and rochate behaves a little differently, and it means pleases. And what pleases? Khanda Sharkara pleases. So here the Khanda Sharkara is being Abhihitam. So whenever a word is Abhihitam, it will get Prathama Vibhakti. So Khanda Sharkara gets Prathama Vibhakti. And Balaka Shabda, based on this sutra, because Balaka has the Preeti in Khanda Sharkara, Priyamanaha. Balaka Shabda is Priyamanaha. Priyamanaha yatasti tat Sampradana Sanya bhavati. So it will get the Sampradana Sanya. And once it gets the Sampradana Sanya, Chaturthi Sampradane. By that sutra, it will get Chaturthi Vibhakti. Okay. Atra Khanda Sharkaraya Preetihi Balake Samutpanna. Ataha Preetyashrayaha Balaha. Sah Balaha Sampradana Sanyam Prapnoti. Rochatescha Prayogaha Kritaha. Ataha Balat Chaturthi. By the sutra Chaturthi Sampradane. Okay. And then idam vigneyam abhilashate rochatescha arthabhedosti. Abhilashate is another kriyapadam, but it is a little different than rochate. How is it different? It is abhipurvaka lash dhatu. Preetyashrayaka Preetyashraya kartrikaha kinchid vishayakaha ichhavisheshaha abhilashaha yatha balakaha khanda sharkaram abhilashati. Khanda Sharkaraya samutpadyamana Preetihi Bale asti. Ataha Preetyashrayaha Balakaha. Saha eva asmin vakye karta. Ataha tasya sampradana sanya na bhavati. Chaturthi api na bhavati. So here again, see. Balakaha Khanda Sharkaram Abhilashati. Like how I said earlier, Balakaha Khanda Sharkaram Ichhati. It is like Ichhati only, right? So here, the Abhilashati, what is being Abhihitam by the word Abhilashati? Balakaha is Abhilashati. In the previous sentence, Rochate means pleases. It is not who he is pleased. Who is pleased? Pleases. What pleases? Khanda Sharkara pleases. So here the Khanda Sharkara is being Abhihitam when we use the word Rochate. But when we are using Abhilashati or Ichhati or such words, the Karta is being Abhihitam. So Balakaha will be the Karta. So it will be in Prathama Vibhakti. So Khanda Sharkaraya Samutpadyamana Preetihi Bale asti. Even here, the Icha or the Preeti is in Bala only. But that Abhilashati is indicating the Preeti here, and that Vyapara of having that Preeti is in Balaka. So Vyaparashrayatvam Balake asti. Here that Vyapara is having Preeti. So Preetyashrayaha Balakaha. Saha eva asmin vakye karta. So that is how Balaka Shabda will become Karta. Ataha tasya sampradana sanya na bhavati. Chaturthi api na bhavati. So sampradana sanya is not given to the Balaka Shabda in this context, and hence a Chaturthi Vibhakti also will not be given. Okay. So Ruchiyarthanam means Ruchiyarthanam Dhatunam means all the dhatus that have the Ruchi meaning. What are other such words? Swadaha, Spriha, Asaktihi, all these words come under that category. So whenever the dhatus that have the same meaning as Ruchi are used, then they will behave like Rochate only. Okay. So Preeti kasmin asti tat sampradana sanya bhavati tasya. And then Preetyashrayapekshaya yadanyat tat कर्तृकाभिलाषः रुचिः यथा बालकाय खण्डशर्करा रोचते अत्र प्रीत्याश्रयः बालः तदपेक्षया अन्यत् खण्डशर्करा खण्डशर्करा एव अस्मिन् वाक्ये कर्त्री न तु बालः. Now with ruchi what is happening is what pleases. Ruchihi means rochate means pleases. What pleases? Khanda pleases. So balakaya khanda rochate. Atra prityashrayah balaha. Tadapekshaya means other than that. Anyat khanda Khanda is the one that is the other one. That is the other word that is there. Khanda eva asmin vakye kartri natu balaha. So we cannot take in the sentence balakaya khanda rochate. We cannot take balaka shabda as kartripadam. Why? Because rochate, by rochate, khanda is the one that is being abhihitam. So that will only become the karta. Here Khanda Sharkara is in Strilinga. So Kartri is mentioned. So that will become the Kartri of this sentence. Natu Balaha. Ataha atra Prityashrayasya Sampradana Sanya Tataha Chaturthi. Evancha Abhilashatehe Prayoge Prityashrayah Eva Karta Bhavati. Rochatehe Prayoge Prityashrayah Karta na Bhavati. Kintu Anyaha Eva Karta Bhavati. So those last two lines you underline and read again and again and again because I know many people have confusion with rochate. Means like we can simply memorize whenever rochate is there, the person who likes is put in chaturthi and the object that is being liked gets prathama vibhakti. Like that, if you simply memorize, that is a different thing. But if we want to understand and relate to how we can, when we are translating that into any other language, how to put it or how to have that mental picture in our mind, for that, you these last two lines help. Okay. So evancha abhilashatehe prayoge. Okay. In the usage of abhilashate, prityashrayah eva karta bhavati. Why? Because abhilashati or abhilashate is indicating the person who is having that desire. So the karta is being abhihitam. So whatever is abhihitam by the kriyapadam, that will become the karta. Here, balakaha is abhihitam when we are using abhilashate. But when we are using rochate, khanda sharkara is being abhihitam. So that will become the karta. In the vakyam, balakaya khanda sharkara rochate, khanda sharkara should be marked as karta if we are marking the karakas. And balaka shabda will be sampradana sanya bhavati. Rochatehe prayoge prityashrayah karta na bhavati, kintu anyah eva karta bhavati. Okay. Any questions with the rochate?
Yes, miss, one question.
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Hello?
Yes, Bhagini, I'm able to hear. Are you?
आपने
Are you here?
रोचते शब्द के साथ कौन सा और दो तीन आपने बताया?
स्वादः, स्पृहा, आसक्तिः. These are the other three. These are the other three dhatus that also have the same meaning as ruch dhatu. So they also, in the usage of those kriya padani also, we have to take it similarly.
स्वाद, स्पृह, आसक्ति. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Bhagini.
Asakti is also dhatu.
Asakti.
Asakti dhatu.
Yes, yes, yes. It is kriya padam.
अच्छा, kriya pad. And spruha?
Sprih dhatu.
Spruh dhatu. Okay. Thank you, miss.
So, Bhagini, can you tell one sentence asakti using Chaturthi Vibhakti?
Asaktihi. Actually, it is a upasarga sanj dhatu. Asaktihi. A sentence using that is having interest, right? So balakaya Gita asaktihi, we can say.
Mahyam samskrute मह्यं संस्कृतं सम्भाषितुम् आसक्तिः भवति.
When you say bhavati, bhavati will become the kriya padam.
Okay. आसक्तिः.
Asakti.
मह्यं संस्कृतेन भाषितुम् आसक्तिः.
Samskrita bhashayam
भाषायाम्
asaktihi asti. But
मल्ली अस्ति क्रियापदम्
here, that is what I'm saying. When you use bhavati or asti, then the sentence structure will again change a little bit. So, like balakaya, samskritam rochate. Say, for example, if we say like that, balakaya samskritam rochate. So, samskritam pleases the boy. You always come back to that sentence. So, it will become easy for us to visualize. So, balakaya samskritam asakti. So, asakti form, we have to see sanj dhatu, right? We have asakti is, wait 1 second. Let us look at the latlakara rupam of the sanj dhatu. So we have to use, we cannot use directly as asakti. The sanj dhatu is there, that is the moola dhatu, and a is the upasarga. So here for the sanj dhatu, sanjati. So asanjati, sajati, actually sajati, asajati. So we can say something like balakaya samskritam asajati.
Then you are
ప్రత్యయం కాబట్టి ఆసక్తిః అని అన్నట్టు మనం తీసుకోవచ్చు.
Pratyayam is asaktaha.
ఆసక్తః ఆసక్తి ఏంటి రూపం మరి?
Asaktihi comes in the ktin pratyaya is also there for in some forms. If it is like the tha pratyaya, saktaha only it will come.
Okay. అయితే తిన్ ప్రత్యయం అయి ఉంటుంది.
Yeah, in the ktin pratyaya it will become asaktihi. So asaktihi asti.
Okay.
Okay, there asaktihi is indicating just the abstract noun. Whereas if you say asaktaha, you can use it as the adjective. Saha asaktaha. Okay, he has interest in that context. Saha asaktaha. He has interest in that way. Or he is somebody who has interest. In that context, we use the ktha pratyaya. The ktin pratyaya is used in asaktihi asti. There we are using it more as a noun.
Okay.
Abstract noun, more as an abstract noun. Whereas asaktaha, there it is represented.
Saha tasya chalane asaktihi asti. Saha chalane asaktim karodi. Asakti. In that sense also we'll use.
Yeah, so asakti is used with asti, bhavati in that way. Yes, asaktaha, asakti represents the abstract noun, like the concept of having interest. Whereas asaktaha represents the personification. Saha asaktaha. Sa asaktaha. Like that.
Sa yananam chalane asaktaha.
Yeah. So in that sense, we can use for all these, we have to go back to the lakaras, see the lat lakara, prathama vibhakti, prathama purusha ekavachana rupa, to put it in the sentence like balakaya, balaya or balakaya, khanda sharkara rochate. So balaya or balakaya, Gita rochate. Right? Gita rochate means Gita pleases the boy. Similarly, balakaya Gita asajati. Like that we can use.
Bhagini, what is spruha?
Spruha also is used in the same sense. Same meaning wise, they all means they please the karta.
But is it the touching, like a to touch?
No. That is sparsha.
Spruha means consciousness also will come in other context.
The sparshana is the touching. Spriha is, being, liking or pleasing. Here in this context, see, every dhatu has many meanings. In this context, when we are using it in this context, we have to take the meaning of rochate only.
Okay.
Many people would have come across that consciousness, Bhagini. That's why I was referring to that. In this context, it is not.
Yes,
But
yes. Okay. So, coming back.
Bhagini,
Can we say
Bhagini,
dhatu?
what is the dhatu of swadaha?
What is the?
Dhatu for swadaha?
Swadaha. Swad only, I think.
Swad.
There and swad
Okay.
is there. Swad is there and swad is there. Both have the meaning to please.
Oh.
Both have the meaning.
Swad halanta dakaram va, Bhagini? Na dukaram va?
Halanta dakaram. The as in TNT. And both are in, both are Atmanepadi actually. Swad is Ubhayapadi also. Swad actually two dhatus are there. One in Bhuvadigane and the other one is Churadigane. The Churadigana Swad is Ubhayapadi, which means only to taste. Whereas the Swad of Bhuvadigana has both meanings, to taste as well as to please. And they are Atmanepadi. So
both are Atmanepadi.
Both are Atmanepadi. So Swadate will come. So Balakaya Khanda Sharkara Swadate.
Spruha is Ichayam dhatu, isn't it, Bhagini? Spruha Ichayam.
Chaha. We can say chaha, isn't it? In Hindi, we can say chaha.
In Hindi, what did you say?
Chaha. Chaha. Liking.
To desire or to. Here it is given as a spriha. Ipsayam is the meaning. Ipsayam means ichha karna, chahna, to desire, to wish. From the Churadigana. It is also Ubhayapadi. It is Ubhayapadi. So sprihayati is there, sprihayate. Both are there. So Balakaya Gita sprihayate, you can say. Or Balakaya Khanda Sharkara sprihayate. Or sprihayati. You can use both because it is Ubhayapadi. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now going back. Now say for example, we have a sentence. Daniyaha vipraha. Daniyaha vipraha. How do you say that? So here Daniyaha is used in Aniyar. Tavyat and Aniyar forms, you know. So this person, this vipraha, is he who can be, to whom donation can be given. In that sense it is used. Okay. So here, though the danakriya is there and the danam is intended to vipra, vipraya is not being used. It is used in prathama vibhakti, vipraha, daniyaha vipraha. So here there is a sutram, krityal yuto bahulam. So kritya, lyut. These are the two pratyayams. Okay, kritya and lyut. Lyut is a particular pratyayam, whereas kritya is a set of some pratyayas together are labeled as kritya. In that daniya also comes. Tavyat and aniyar comes under that kritya. Okay. So kritya is so when those pratyayas are used, then vipraha. Anybody speak? Okay. So when the kritya pratyayas or when the lyut pratyaya is used, when the kritya or the lyut pratyaya are used, then that particular pratyayam will indicate who is receiving the danam. So here vipraha, daniyaha vipraha means here the vipraha is somebody who is to whom the donation can be given. So daniyaha can be given. He can be donated to. He can be the receiver in that sense. So here the word daniyaha, by the word daniyaha, vipraha is abhihitam. Since vipraha is abhihitam, it will not get chaturthi. It will automatically get prathama vibhakti only. Though he is the recipient, in such cases, though the vipra shabda is the recipient of the dana kriya, he will get only prathama vibhakti and not chaturthi. Okay, so this is based on the sutra krityalyuto bahulam, means that bahulam indicates normally various forms of the kritya and the lyut. So in means normally the kritya pratyayam or the lyut pratyayam, they indicate certain kind of usage. Okay, but there can be other usages also. Occasionally they can be used in other senses. So in that sense, here the daniyaha, by daniyaha, vipraha shabda is being abhihitam. So vipra shabda does not get chaturthi. It will get prathama vibhakti only. Though technically, as per our definition of sampradana, the recipient should get the sampradana sanya. In this case, vipra shabda will not get sampradana and daniyaha vipraha will be the prayogam. Okay. So just keep in mind, this is, you don't have to worry too much about it. But the reason why I'm mentioning is, when we are reading certain texts or anything, we can come across any such prayogas which are a little different than what we are covering here. So then we might be wondering, why is this different? So we have to know that there always are exceptional cases and special cases. So we can always understand, okay, there must be some special case supporting this. So our thinking should change like that. Many times what happens is we just leave it at it. If we find something different, or we will think there is a printing mistake, or we will think that something else, or we'll just leave it. So without leaving, we can always go and check to see what are those special cases. That is how we can expand our knowledge related to one particular topic. So here earlier we knew only one case where Chaturthi Vibhakti happens. Now we know these are all the cases where Chaturthi Vibhakti happens or Sampradana Sanya and why it is coming. Earlier in Pravesha, we simply memorized the rules, but now we are seeing the sutra, which is supporting that application and how exactly the sentence means. So there, that is one thing for us to remember. Now here, Balika Pushpebhyah Sprihayati. Sprihe Ripsitaha. So here also there is a spriha. In the previous case I told you, right? The ruch dhatu, ruchyarthanam dhatunam. Under the ruchi artha, the other dhatus that are covered are swad and spriha and asakti. Here there is a special sutra for spriha. Let us see that. Balika pushpebhyah sprihayati. Sprihe ripsitaha.
Kshamatam Bhagini. Is there a sutra number for the previous one?
Yes.
Baliyan.
Yes. I actually have it in a document. I'll share the document later. 3.3.113.
3.3.113. Dhanyavad Bhagini.
Yeah. And then coming back to this, Balika Pushpebhyah Sprihayati. So here, Sprihe Ripsitaha is the sutra. Sprihayatehe prayoge ishtaha sampradanam syat. Balika Pushpebhyah Sprihayati. Atra Sprihayatehe prayogaha asti. Pushpani cha ishtani. Ataha pushpanam sampradana sanya. Tatas chaturthi bhavati. Chaturthi sampradane iti sutrena. Kevalam ishtatve sampradana sanya. Tada pushpebhyah sprihayati iti prayogaha. Ishtatamatve tu sampradana sanya na bhavati. Ishtatamam. When we say ishtatamam means ipsitatamam, right? Then it becomes karma sanya will get. Kintu karma sanya eva. Tada pushpani sprihayati. Ityapi prayogaha sambhavati. Okay. So here what is this sutra saying is Sprihe Ripsitaha Sprihayatehe Prayoge Ishtaha Sampradanam Syat. As per this sutra, the thing that is being liked will get the Sampradana Sanya by this sutra. Balika Pushpebhyah Sprihayati. So here the girl likes the flowers. Atra Sprihayatehe Prayogaha Asti. Pushpani cha Ishtani. So here the flowers are the ones that are liked. So Ipsitaha, in that sense, when Spriha Shabda is used, then the object that is being liked will get the Sampradana Sanya. Tatas Chaturthi. And based on that, it will get Chaturthi Vibhakti. Kevalam Ishtatve. Only liking, simple liking only is there. Then only the Sampradana Sanya will happen. Tada Pushpebhyah Sprihayati iti prayogaha. Ishtatamatve means Ishtatamam. Ishtatamam. So if Ishtatamam means the superlative degree, if it is the most desirable, we have sutra Karturipsitatamam karma. So that is the most desirable by the karta will become the karma sanya, will get the karma sanya. So if that is the case, then karma sanya will be given to pushpa shabda. So balika pushpani sprihayati will be the sentence in that case. Okay. So here what we have to understand, the speaker should clearly know what he wants to express. If he wants to express the girl likes the flowers, simply likes the flowers, then balika pushpebhyah sprihayati. If he wants to say that what the girl likes the most is the flowers, then he has to say balika pushpani sprihayati. In both cases, sprihayati. But when he wants to simply say the girl likes the flowers, balika pushpebhyah sprihayati. If he wants to indicate that flowers is the most desired by this girl, that is what she likes the most, then balika pushpani sprihayati. Now you all might be having a question. In the earlier case, when we were discussing rochate, so sprihayati, balakaya khandasharkara sprihayati also we said, right? So which one to take? If you are using, if you want to express that khandasharkara pleases the boy, if you are using it in that sense, then you can say balakaya khandasharkara sprihayati. If you want to say the boy likes the khandasharkara, then we can say balakaha khandasharkaram sprihayati, if that is what he likes the most. If you want to simply say the boy likes the khandasharkara, balakaha khandasharkaraya sprihayati. So three applications are there with spriha. One is in the sense of rochate. Then we have to put balaka shabda in chaturthi. It will get the sampradana, because here spriha is indicating by that what is abhihitam is the khanda sharkara. But if you are using it in the sense of ipsitaha, then we have to say balakaha khanda sharkarayai sprihayati. If we are saying ipsitatamam, if it is the most desired by the balaka, balakaha khandasharkaram sprihayati. Khandasharkaram sprihayati. Like that we have to. So here it all depends on what the speaker wants to indicate, how you want to present that. Based on that, we can select whether to express it in Chaturthi Vibhakti or Dvitiya Vibhakti. In the second case. In the first case, like the Rochate, it will be in Prathama Vibhakti only, and the Balaka Shabda will get Chaturthi, the Sampradana Sanya. And here, another thing is, that's all. Any questions with this sprihayati? Sprihereepsita.
भगिनी एकवारं पुनः विवृणोति वा कृपया त्रीणि सन्दर्भानि?
So here the spriha comes under, the spriha also has this, falls under this category of rochate. So when we are using it like rochate, then balakaya khanda sharkara sprihayati or sprihayate. So there sprihayati is, by sprihayati the khanda sharkara is being abhihitam. It is indicating what is pleasing the boy. In that case, we can say balakaya khanda sharkara sprihayati. Whereas if we are using it in the sense of ipsitaha, spriher ipsitaha. So there we have to use it like balakaha khanda sharkara. Khanda sharkara is a strilinga shabdam. So khanda sharkarayai sprihayati. If we are using it in the sense of ipsita tamam, then balakaha khanda sharkaram sprihayati. There it will become the karma padam.
एकवारं अन्तिमवाक्यं
Balakaha khanda sharkaram sprihayati. When we use it in Dvitiya Vibhakti, it indicates that is the most desired by the karta. When we use it in Chaturthi, then it indicates that the boy likes it, but that is not what he desires the most.
Okay.
Okay.
Astu bhagini, dhanyawad.
So if you look at the last two lines, idam vigneyam, kevalam ishtatve sampradana sanya. Kevalam ishtatvam asti chet sampradana sanya. Tada pushpebhyah sprihayati iti prayogah. Ishtatamatve, ishtatamam. Ishtatve sampradanam. Ishtatamatve. If the tama suffix is there, means if it is the most desired by the karta. Sampradana sanya na bhavati. Kintu karma sanya eva. Tada pushpani sprihayati. Ityapi prayogah sambhavati. So there also actually.
Okay, in this case, then balakaha khanda shankara spruhayati. So there is no sampradanam occurs, right?
Repeat the sentence, Bhagini.
Balakaha khanda shakaram spruhayati.
There is no Chaturthi Vibhakti, yes.
Oh, okay. Dhanyavad, Bhagini.
Migration certificate
Okay.
So office
Okay. So moving on. Kamsaha Krishnaya Krudhyati. Dronadayaha Abhimanyave. Dronadayaha Abhimanyave Druhyanti. Karnaha Arjunaya Irshyati. Mandamatihi Buddhimate Asuyati. Okay, before going on to that sutra, I would like to just show you something else. Let me share my screen. Okay. Are you able to see my screen? So here, the one that I was mentioning earlier, Daniyaha Vipraha. Okay, Diyate Asmai, to whom it is given. Okay, to whom it is given, that word is indicated by Daniyaha. So Vipraha will get Prathama Vibhakti because it is Abhihitam by this Aniyar Pratyayam. This is the sutra I was telling about. Krityal Yuto Bahulam. Okay, then Bhaktihi Harim Prinati. So here also the Prinati indicates Preeti only. But still this dhatu does not come under that set of dhatus. So here we use the regular only. Bhaktihi Harim Prinati. So Hari is pleased by Bhakti. But though it is pleasing Hari, Hari is not put in Chaturthi, like Balakaya Khanda Sharkara Rochate, because this does not fall under that set of dhatus. Though it has the same meaning, it still does not follow under that set of dhatus. So here the Sampradana Sanya is not given to Hari. Just it is used regularly. Okay. And then we have another application. Rajakasya vastram dadati. We discussed this actually when we were doing the Karaka chapter on page number 7. Also, we have that. Chaitraha rajakaya vastram dadati. So, Chaitraha rajakaya vastram dadati. So, here the question was, we are giving the clothes to the washerman to wash. Now, sometimes we can give him to take home, like he can have it. We are just donating the clothes. There, because the Danakriya is there, Rajakaya Vastram Dadati is fine. But say, for example, we are giving the clothes only for him to wash and bring them back. So it is not exactly a Danakriya. So when the Danakriya is not there, then should we put it in Chaturthi or not? So if we do not put it in Chaturthi, then by the Sutra Shashti Sheshe, because nothing else applies here to Rajaka Shabda, no other Karaka applies. So when nothing else applies, there is a Sutra called Shashti Sheshe. For everything, for whatever is remaining, which do not follow under any Karakas, Shashti Vibhakti is used. As per that, Rajakasya Vastram Dadati will be there. This application will be, can be used. But then again, there is another example given. Upadhyayaha Shishyaya Chapetam Dadati. Here, Chapetam is like slapping. Okay, so the teacher slapped the student. So here, this sentence is taken as Pramanam in the Mahabhashyam. And what is it said was, this Chapetam, it is not really something that the Shishya desires, right? This is not like a Danakriya where the Shishya will benefit in a positive way by the Chapetam. But this application is there. So here what the Mahabhashyam says is the action of giving, any kind of giving, to whom it is, or the object of that Danakriya or that giving Kriya, to whom it is directed to, that will get the Sampradana Sanya. That all we have to see. Whether it is a permanent Danamva, Lakapate, or is something temporarily that we are giving or not, need not be worried about. That is what this Mahabhashyam says. So based on that, Rajakaya Vastram Dadati is also Shuddham. Whether you are doing a permanent donation to the washerman of your clothes, or if you are simply giving it to him to bring it back washed, whatever it is, still the Sampradana Sanya will go to the Rajaka Padam. Okay. So Rajakaya Vastram Dadati will be Shuddham. That is one clarification. So we might have a question. I'm only giving it as a loan. So will that still be considered as Sampradanam? Is it it is not a real Danakriya. So such doubts we can have. But based on this Mahabhashya Sutram, we can consider it as Sampradana. It will get Sampradana Sanya. Okay, so it will get Chaturthi Vibhakti based on that. Now then we have another thing. This Sampradana can be 3 types. Okay, Sampradanam Trividham. Anirakartru Sampradanam. Vatuhu Suryaya Arghyam Dadati. So here the Vatuhu is giving Arghyam, but the Surya is not expecting it. He is not looking forward for this. He is not affected in any way. He doesn't matter, like he doesn't refuse. He doesn't ask for it. It is like that kind of Sampradana. Okay, that is called Anirakartru Sampradanam. And then Prerayitru Sampradanam. Mata Bhikshukaya Annam Dadati. So here the Mata is giving Annam to the Bhikshukaya, but that Bhikshukaha is asking for it. So Prerayitru Sampradanam. Only because he asks, she is giving. It is because otherwise she wouldn't know that he needs. Okay, he comes to her, he asks, and then she gives. That is Prerayitru Sampradanam. Anumantru Sampradanam. Shishyaha Gurave Gurudakshinam Dadati. Here the Guru is not asking. At the same time, he is not refusing also. He is permitting him. He's showing his permission. Whereas in the Surya, there is no way that Surya is showing his permission. He's not saying you can give or you cannot give, and he's not even asking. That is Aniraka, Anirakartra. This is Anumantra, where Anumati is being expressed. The Guru does not ask for it. But if the student exhibits that he wants to give Guru Dakshina, then he says, okay, if that is what you want to do, okay, you can give. That Anumati is there. These are the three kinds of Sampradhanam. And then there is another example for Kriyaya Yamabhipraiti, so Pi Sampradhanam. This is a Vartikam. We studied this Vartikam under the very first case, where Raja Yuddhaya Sannahyate, right? There Kriyaya Yamabhipraiti sa Sampradhanam. So here also, Patye Shete. Shete is also Akarmaka Kriyapadam. So here the wife is sleeping to please the husband or for the husband. So here this is also Akarmaka Dhatu. This is just another example that I found. So here Phala Samanadhikarana Vyapara Vachakatvam Akarmakatvam. This is just a definition of Akarmaka Dhatu. Phala Samanadhikarana Vyapara Vachakatvam. So the Phala and the Vyapara Ashrayatvam will be in the Karta only. Okay, that then we call that Dhatu as Akarmakatvam. I simply put it there. And then we have with the Yaj Dhatu also. With the Yaj Dhatu, Yajehe Karmanaha Karana Sanya Vaktavya Sampradhanasya cha Karma Sanya. This is another Vartikam. So when you are using the Yaj Dhatu, Karmanaha Karma Sanya. Okay, the Karma Padam. Normally what would have been the Karma Padam will get Karana Sanya. And Sampradhana, normally what would have been the Sampradhana Sanya will get Karma Sanya. If you look at an example, you will understand. Pashuna Rudram Yajate. Actually, the sentence is Pashum Rudraya Dadati. So here Dadati, Rudraya. So the Pashu is offered as a offering in the that yaga. In the yaga. Okay. So when Yaj Dhatu is used, then Pashuna Rudram Yajate. See, Pashum is the Karma Padam here. Pashum Dadati. Say, for example, a king is performing. Okay. Raja Pashum Rudraya Dadati. So Pashu here is the Karma Padam. But when we use the Yaj Dhatu, it will take the Karana Sanya. And who is receiving the Danam? Rudraya. That Rudra Shabda will get Karma Sanya. So the Karma, normally the Karma Padam will get the Karana Sanya. The Sampradhana will get the Karma Sanya. So that is what this Vartikam says. Yajehe. Yajehe means Yaj Dhatoho Prayoge Karmanaha Karana Sanya Vaktavya Sampradhanasya cha Karma Sanya. Okay, that is one Vartikam. Okay, so coming back.
Then you use because
Bhagini, your voice is not clear.
Is it not?
Bhagini, your voice is not clear. I could not understand.
Okay, Pashunam Rudram Yajati. That is actually Karmani Vakya, isn't it? Pashuna is in Tritiya,
No, it will become
Rudram is in Pratama. Yajati, that comes in Karmani Vakya, right? When you are using Yaj.
It will become Karanam, like Pashuna Rudram Yajate. Yajate, I don't think is Karmani.
Okay. I thought because the Atmanepadi word and Pashuna Tritiya Bhakti has come, I thought it's Karmani Vakya.
No, Yajate, Yaj Dhatu is Ubhayapadi, Yajati, Yajate. Both are there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, it is getting Karana Sanya. Even if you think it is Karmani Prayoga, it is not the Karta. Pashu is not the Karta there, no. With the Pashu,
yes.
by offering the Pashu, he's using Pashu as an instrument to perform the yaga. This is how we have to look at it.
Okay, but understood.
Madam, in that case,
शेते, शेते का मतलब क्या है? शेते,
Shete means sleeping, lying down.
स्लीपिंग. ओके.
In that case, Pasuna Rudraha Yajyate.
There also, Pashuna will still be the Karanakarakam only. It cannot be Karta.
Okay.
Because we are using that as an instrument, like in the offering.
Yes, yes. No.
From the
Correct.
yaga, you are using that.
Yes, yes.
So Ragnya, we can say Ragnya Pashuna Rudram Yajyate. Like that we have to say. So two we like Ramena Banena Valihi Hataha. Like that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So now let us...
Ramena Banena or Ramasya Banena? Which is correct prayogam?
One second. Two people are speaking. Mahodaya, so Ramena Banena means here Valihi Hataha. Hataha is in Karmani Prayoga. So Ramena Hataha.
Okay. Ramasya Banena Valihi Hataha, which is more correct?
Ramasya Banena. Yeah, that also you can say, but there the sentence does not have Kartripadam there. You are only saying the Rama's Bana killed Vali. You are not saying Rama killed Ravana with his arrow. You are not saying like that. When you say Ramasya Banena Valihi Hataha, you are saying Rama's arrow, with Rama's arrow, Vali has been killed. But here there is no mention of who might have used Rama's Bana. Maybe Lakshmana took Rama's Bana and killed Ravana or Vali. That sense also can come. Here you did not mention the Karta. If you want to say that Rama himself killed Vali with his arrow, Ramena Banena Valihi Hataha. If you say Ramasya Banena, grammatically it is correct. But the meaning will become with Rama's arrow, Vali has been killed. So how he has been killed, that is not being told in the sentence.
What do you want to convey is not being said in that sentence. Okay.
Yes. So anytime we have to remember Vivaksha, the speaker's Vivaksha. So that is more important. That is why we keep referring to these. If we don't understand something, or if there is some kind of samshaya, vyakyanas, the importance of looking at the vyakyanas is for that purpose. Because all these kavyas or scriptures have been written by great rishis. So their thinking, sometimes we may not be able to perceive. So we have to understand or read the Vyakyanams of also great people, not anybody. No, there are so many people writing Vyakyanas. We have to select the Vyakyanam written by certain scholars who are known for it. So then we will get, because they are in a level of understanding the intention of the rishis who have written that. So when there is a doubt, then we will understand. Then we will understand what the intention of the speaker is. So even when we are speaking also, we have to be that careful. We cannot simply use any word in any form, because is that what you want to express? That we have to question ourselves. Okay. So coming back here, Kamsaha Krishnaya Krudhyati Dronadayaha Abhimanyave Druhyanti Karnaha Arjunaya Irshyati Mandamatihi Buddhimate Asuyati. So here, Krudha, Dhruh, Irshya, Asuyarthanam, Yam Pratikopaha, Yam Prati. If you remember our, what is that? Karma Pravachaniyam. We did the Karma Pravachaniyam, there we had Prati. So towards, when it is directed towards, Yam Prati, Kopaha. So Kopaha, Yam Prati, where the Kopa is directed towards. The usage of this word prati. So as and when we are learning all this, we also need to observe for that usages. So we know that prati is used in the sense of directed towards. So here that kopa, towards whom it is directed, yam prati kopaha tat sampradanam bhavati. When we are using the words krudha, druh, irshya, asuya, these four. when we are using these 4 dhatus, towards whom this krodham is directed, towards whom this irshya is directed, towards whom this asuya is directed, towards whom the druhya is directed. Okay, so krudhadyarthanam prayoge yam prati kopaha saha sampradana sanyah syat. Krudhyati, druhyati, irshyati, asuyati ityetesham tat paryayanancha prayoge yam prati kopaha saha sampradana sanyam prapnoti ityarthaha. So tat paryayanancha means all the paryaya dhatus of these dhatus. So not only krudh, any other dhatu which has the same meaning as krudh will also fall under this category. So towards whom that krodham is directed, that shabda will get sampradana sanya and it will get chaturthi vibhakti. Here krodhaha means amarshaha. Amarshaha means impatience, wrath. Okay. Drohaha means apakaraha. Irshya means akshama, asahanam. So, asahanam at somebody else's success or prosperity. That is irshya. Asuya. Asuya is to wish somebody else ill. Okay. Guneshu doshavishkaranam. So in some people, because of asuya, they find fault with other people. They only find fault. They don't look at the good side of them. So that is asuya. Kamsaha krishnaya krudhyati. Atra krishnam prati kamsasya kopaha asti. So krishnam prati means kamsasya kopaha krishnam prati. His anger is directed towards Krishna. Ataha krishnaha sampradanam. Tatas chaturthi. Dronadayaha abhimanyave druhyanti. Druhyanti means apakaraha. See, they all surrounded him and killed. So they headed to do harm to him. So Dronadayaha abhimanyave druhyanti. Atra abhimanyum prati dronadinam kopaha asti. Ataha abhimanyuhu sampradanam. Tatas chaturthi. Now you might be wondering why kopa is mentioned instead of druhyati. So here what our shastram says is kopaha iti krodha droha irshya asuyarthanam prathama sopana rupena svikritaha asti. So the first step of being irshya or asuya or druhya is kopa. Because of kopa only all these other emotions come, is what the shastra says. Asmin sandarbhe bhashyakaraha brute nahi akupitaha krudhyati nava akupitaha druhyati nava akupitaha irshyati nava akupitaha asuyati. Means nahi akupitaha krudhyati. Akupitaha, he who is not angry will not show krodham. Okay. Nahi akupitaha krudhyati. So he who is not angry will not show or exhibit krodham. Nava akupitaha druhyati. He who is not angry will not even show the droham, that cheating. Okay. Nava akupitaha irshyati. That irshya will not come without having kopa first. And nava asuyati. Akupitaha na asuyati. So that asuya emotion also does not come, or the first step of asuya is kopa. So first kopa only comes and only then it will change into all these, it seems. So how they have actually described is when a person is just kopa, it did not transform into all these other emotions. He will be still calm. His face also will not change. But the second step, once they reach that krodham, then that emotion will become bahihi. The face will become red. The voice will raise, all this. So this is also important for us to recognize the difference between these two. Why? Because even before we realize that kopa is changing into krodha, we don't realize, right, that these are two steps. We think we get directly krodha. We get directly irshya. Apparently not. So the Shastra has divided it into two steps. So first kopa will be there and then it will transform into krodha or irshya or asuya or druhya. So when we catch it in the state of kopa, then maybe we can avoid going into the next level. So this is in Bhagavad Gita point of view. Okay, so when we catch it early on, we can stop it from becoming krodha. So that to stop even from getting kopa is another step. But at least once we realize, okay, now I have some anger in me, but let me get hold of it. Why am I getting angry? So there, if we stop it and question ourselves, we will not let it go into krodha or asuya or irshya, right? So why does somebody get angry? Because somebody else is doing better than them, or because somebody else is achieving what they wanted to achieve and could not achieve. So something like that, right? In the case of Duryodhana, that is what is happening. Why is he so always so angry and showing so much of ill will towards the Pandavas and trying to destroy them at every step? Because he wants to be at the top and they are obstructing that from happening. So like that, even if we sometimes experience these emotions, so if we stop ourselves and question ourselves, maybe we can stop from going into the next step. So here, that is why that kopa is there. Okay. Atra abhimanyum prati dronadinam kopaha asti. Ataha abhimanyuhu sampradhanam tatas chaturthi. Karnaha arjunaya irshyati. Atra arjunam prati karnasya kopaha asti. So karnasya kopa is directed towards Arjuna. Ataha arjunaha sampradhanam. Tatas chaturthi. So here there is another application. Bharyam irshyati. Bharyam irshyati. So why here bharyam? It is in dvitiya vibhakti. Why not in chaturthi? Is because here somebody. One second. So a man has a beautiful wife. So when he went somewhere. One second, I'm trying to. So he went somewhere and all other men were looking at his wife because she's so beautiful. So he is definitely not able to take that. He was unsettling. It was unsettling for him. So he is experiencing irshya. But what does this sutra say? We have to put the word towards whom this action, this irshya is directed. That one in Sampradhanam. Now this person, he is experiencing irshya, but not because he has kopa towards his bharya. It is because he has this unsettling feeling. So here bharya is not the object of his irshya. She is not the moolam. So bharya will still get the karma sanya and it will be bharyam irshyati. Bharyam irshyati. Okay. So here, let me again share my screen. There is another sutra supporting this. Okay. So that is about that. Bharyam irshyati. So here there is another sutra. Krudha druhoru upasrishtayoho karma. Krudha druhoruhu upasrishtayoho karma. The word upasrishta means having upasarga or preposition. So this is different from bharyam irshyati. Bharyam irshyati is bharya is in dvitiya vibhakti because the irshya is not because of the kopa that the husband had on the bharya, but he was still feeling irshya. So bharya there does not get sampradhana sanya. It will get karma sanya only. So bharyam irshyati. That is over. Okay. Now this is a different case. Krudha and drh. Upasrishtayoho karma. Upasrishta means if they are having any upasarga or preposition. So sa upasargasya krudha tatha drh dhatoho prayoge yam pratikopah jayate tat kArakam karma sanyam bhavati. Now normally also with krudha and drh we get sampradhanam, right? But here what is happening if krudha and drh have upasarga? Then towards whom that kopa is being expressed, tat kArakam karma sanyam bhavati. So Devadattaha Yajnadattam Abhikrudyati. Devadattaha Yajnadattam Abhidruhyati. So Krudhyati, Druhyati, when they are used with an upasarga like Abhi, then towards whom this Krodha and Droha are directed, that word will not get Sampradana. It will get Karmakarakam. Okay? And why? Let us see. Anena sutrena sopasargasya kridha means krodhe tata drh jighansayam. Etayoho dhatvoho vishaye karma sanya vidhiyate. Etayoho kriyayoho karta yam pratikopah karoti tat karakam prakrita sutrena karma sanyam bhavati. So as per this current sutra, the word towards which this krodha or droha are being directed, it will get karma sanya. And why? Badhya bhadaka bhavaha. Prakrita sutram. This kridh druheryor yam pratikopaha. This, did we cover this yet? So this is the sutra that we were at, yeah, right? The kridh druh.
Yamprati is over, Bhagini.
This sutra is over. So as per this sutra, towards whom this emotions are directed, it should get Sampradhanam. But this sutra, the Kridh Driho Rupasrishtayoho Karma, is an apavada, means an exception case to this. Ityasya apavada rupena pravartate. Kridh tata drih dhatvoho sandarbhena yam pratikopaha vartate tasya vastutah sampradana sanya prapnoti. Parantu upasargasya upasthitau asyaha sampradana sanyayaha badham kritva prakrita sutrena karma sanya vidhiyate. Normally they should have gotten the sampradana sanya, but because of this sutra, this current sutra 1.4.38, the sampradana sanya is badhate, karma sanya vidhiyate. Badhate means it is just disqualified or not taken. Okay, so this will become the exception case. And again, there is a reason for that. Kridh tatha drh etau dhatu sopasargau api akarmakau eva staha. So krudhyati, druhyati, all these are akarmaka dhatus. Atascha etayoho vishaye yam pratikopaha bhavati tasya ityanena karma sanya naiva sambhavati. Okay, they cannot get the karma sanya. Why? Because they are akarmaka dhatus. So to overcome that, eta eva prakrita sutrena etayoho vishaye vishesha rupena karma sanya uchyate. Yadi prakrita sutram naiva syat tarhi sa upasargayoho sampradana sanya eva abhavishyat. So basically they should have gotten sampradana, but because of the abhi, they cannot get sampradana. They should get dvitiya vibhakti, means karma sanya. But karma sanya cannot be assigned to a dhatu which is akarmaka dhatu. So this sutra is written based on this sutra for these two dhatus. When they are used with the upasarga, the word which should have gotten the sampradana sanya will get karma sanya. They cannot directly mention the karturipsita tamam karma. Why? Because first point, the kriya padam should be sakarmaka. It is not sakarmaka. It is akarmaka. So they cannot use this. And even if it is a sakarmaka, it is not the most ipsita tamam. So this sutra helps in assigning karma sanya to those words. Okay. So that is another sutra which is not given in our book, but we have studied this. If you remember with abhi, whenever abhi is there, it gets the karma sanya and dvitiya vibhakti bhavati. We studied that somewhere. I don't remember where right now, but we studied that. So this is the Moola Sutra for that. Okay, this is the sutra.
Adhiva. Abhiva, adhiva.
Adhi is also there. That is the karma sanya there. This is abhi. I'm not sure if we covered it before, but anyways, here this is the sutra that gives karma sanya only for these two dhatus, not any dhatu, only for the kridh and drh with abhi. The sampradana will become karma.
Sutra sankhya Bhagini ekavaram punah.
I will share the document, Bhagini.
Astu,
Sankhya is
Bhagini.
1.4.38. I will anyhow share the thing.
Astu.
So Bhagini, can we tell all negative emotions come in Chaturthi Vibhakti? Can we tell like that?
Even
yes.
I want to ask that.
Yes, Bhagini. Yes. So it was mentioned, the tat paryayanam cha prayoge api. So all these
exception generalize చేసి అట్లా చెప్పొచ్చు కదా భగిని, జనరలైజేషన్ లో అలా చెప్పొచ్చు, బట్ నాట్ till now whatever you have explained tells that you can't just generalize like that.
Ante ikkada here in the book it is given that krudhyati, dhrityati, irshyati, asuyati ityetesham tat paryayanam cha prayoge. All the other dhatus which have the same meaning also will fall under this category.
Yes, all these words and equivalent meaning wala.
No, negative emotions means here krudh, drutya, irsya, asuya. But negative aspects like bhaya, bhiti will get to Panchami Vibhakti.
Which one?
Bhaya, bhiti.
Bhaya is different, no? These are negative emotions.
Though it is negative emotion, it will get to Panchami Vibhakti. Bhaya and bhiti, like. That way it is slightly different.
Sir, bhiti may be negative, sir, but it is not against somebody. Here we are saying Irshya, Krodha.
No, it is also against somebody only.
Towards somebody.
Bhaya, sarpat bhitihi.
One second. Mahodaya, 1 second. So basically, bhayam is also against bhayam. We are having or being afraid of something. But what Bhagini is trying to say is that Irshya, Asuya, these are different than bhayam. Bhayam is because you are scared. It is not because of kopa. It is not because of kopa. Irshya comes out of kopa. Krodha comes out of kopa. But bhaya comes out not out of kopa at least. You are just scared for your own safety. That is a different emotion. It is not positive emotion, but it is not this kind of negative. So all other dhatus which are similar to this kind of emotions will fall under this category, and towards whom this kopa is directed, that will get the sampradana karaka. Harsha Bhagini?
No, Bhagini. Bhagini, when you said abhi, wherever there is a abhi, it gets some sanya, but I couldn't catch it because I couldn't write that fast.
Abhi, whenever, no, with the krud dhatu and drh dhatu, if you use the abhi, with those two dhatus, if abhi is used as upasarga, then towards whom this krodha and droha are intended, that word, which normally should have gotten sampradana, will get karma karakam. Karma sanya.
Karma sanya. Okay. Now, Dhanyavad Bhagini, I got it now. Thank you.
Mahodaya, example for this?
For which?
For abhi, using the abhi and that karma, that sanya, karma sanya will happen. Example?
So the Devadattaha Yajnadattam abhidruhyati. Ravanaha Ramam abhikrudhyati. Without abhi, Ravanaha Ramaya krudhyati.
Okay.
With abhi, Ravanaha Ramam abhikrudhyati.
That gets karma sanya.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Then coming back. So this is over. Point number 5 is over. So moving on to page number 38. So mandamatihi buddhimate asuyati. Atra buddhimantam prati mandamatehe kopaha asti. So the mandamati is jealous of buddhimati. Buddhiman. Right? So ataha buddhiman sampradanam tatas chaturthi. Okay. Anantaram balaha gramaya or gramam gacchati. Gatyartha karmani dvitiya chaturthyau cheshtayam anadvanihi. Advabhinne gatyarthanam karmani ete एते स्तः चेष्टायां गत्यर्थक धातूनां प्रयोगे कर्मणि चतुर्थी भवति द्वितीया अपि. Okay, so here you might have come across this in again pravesha or parishaya when the vibhaktis are being read. So balaha gramam gacchati. That is something that we all know. Balaha gramaya gacchati is also there. We studied that under the Chaturthi Vibhakti rules in Pravesha, in Pravesha Pustaka, right? So for that, this is the sutra. Gatyartha karmani dvitiya chaturthyau cheshtayam anadhvanihi. Anadhvanihi. Okay, so here cheshtayam. So all these are points. Let us see. Advabhinne gatyarthanam karmani etestat cheshtayaam gatyarthaka dhatunam prayoge karmani chaturthi bhavati dvitiya api. So in when we are using gatyarthaka dhatu means which indicates motion, the karma padam will also get chaturthi. It will get dvitiya vibhakti as well as chaturthi. So balaha gramam gacchati, balaha gramaya gacchati. Both are correct. Sharira spanda rupa gamana kriyayam gamyamanayam. Here gamyamanayam in the explanation indicates Sharira spanda rupa gamana kriya. Means where you are actually moving, your body is moving. Your mind also can move. But that kind of movement will not get this chaturthi. Okay, kintu Gantradhishtitah margah yadi karma bhavati tada chaturthi na bhavati iti tatparyam. So when you say somebody is moving from the right path to the from the wrong path into the right path, their path word is mentioned and going, that motion gatyarthaka gamanam is also there, but that does not count here. So there the chaturthi does not come. Only when the physical movement is involved, only then the chaturthi will happen. So that is what this sharira spanda rupa gamana kriyayam gamyamanayam eva chaturthi bhavati. Okay. Atra gramaha karma. Tatas chaturthi bhavati. Dvitiyayaha api anenaiva vidhanat pravartate. Tada vakyam gramam gacchati ityapi bhavati. So gramaya gacchati, gramam gacchati. Both will happen. Idam vigneyam. Bhaktaha manasa harim vrajati. Vrajati means like to take refuge. So this indicates some kind of movement, like your mind is moving towards Hari in that sense. Ityatra chaturthi na bhavati. Why? There is no physical movement. It is only manasika. Bhaktaha harim manasa prapnoti. Iti vakyasya arthaha. Atra yadyapi gamanarthaha asti tathapi etad gamanam padadi spandana rupam na. It is not physical. Gramaya gacchati ityadau tu padadi spandana rupam gamanam asti. So when you are actually going from one village to another or from one place to another, padadi spandana rupam gamanam asti. Here with manas you are going. Your manas can go anywhere, but that is not physical movement. So there the chaturthi will not happen as per this sutra. Why? In the sutra clearly it says cheshtayam. Cheshtayam means physical movement. Okay. Spandana rupa gamane eva chaturthi. Ataha eva sutre cheshtayam ityuktam. Cheshta means sharira parispandaha. Then Shishuhu panthanam gacchati. Ityatra api chaturthi na bhavati. Atra panthaha means margaha karma. Ataha pataha tat paryayatva chaturthi na bhavati. Ataha eva sutre anadhvani ityuktam. So here anadhvani. Here in the sutra again gatyartha karmani dvitiya chaturthyau cheshtayam anadhvanihi. Anadhvanihi means marga sambandita. So whenever there is a word indicating marga, that also will not get chaturthi. So here, though the gamana kriya is there, gacchati is there, but the panthaha shabda will not get chaturthi. It will get dvitiya vibhakti only. Okay. So when there is manasika gati, or when it involves the actual when it involves the actual marga, like a road or something, then the chaturthi will not happen. Only like gramam. Okay, gramam is not a road. So gramam will get chaturthi. Pathashala also will get chaturthi, like that. Okay, so balaha vidyalayaya gacchati, you can say. Pathashalayai gacchati, that you can say. But margaya gacchati, that you cannot say. Okay, atra panthaha karma. Ataha pathaha tat paryayatva chaturthi na bhavati. So panthaha or any other word with the same meaning, means like marga and all those, will not get chaturthi. Ataha eva sutre anadhvanihi ityuktam. Kintu pathe gacchati, you can say. Pathe gacchati. Here pathin shabda is not indicating the actual marga, like the road. It is indicating from the wrong path the boy finally moved. He realized the mistakes that he did and he is moving from the wrong path into the right path. In that sense, this pathi shabdam is used here. So now it will get chaturthi. Pathe gacchati. Okay, goes to the right path. That application is there. Okay, so and then the next one, Natvam trinaya trinam manye. This is another sutra which indicates the word which gets a sampradana. Manya karmanyanadare vibhasha apranishu. Vibhasha means vikalpena, means optionally. Apranishu.
Kshamyatam bhagini, Hari Om.
Yes, Bhagini.
Ekvaram pathe gacchati iti ekvaram punaha ekvaram kripaya.
Pathe gacchati, here pathe indicates the path, but it is not indicating the actual physical path. It is indicating the path that someone takes. I took the wrong path, means not the marga, actual road. Wrong method. Wrong method I used, and then I ended up failing, say for example.
Okay.
Or I took a good path. So, so I am, progressing very well. So that path, it is not a physical
direction. It should become a direction.
Direction.
It can be taken as a direction.
Not a physical direction like north, south, east, west, but a good direction or a bad direction, like a good path. See, I was debating which subject to take, and then finally I picked this subject and this path worked out for me. Like that we'll say, no? Like that.
Astu.
Adharma margam vina dharma margena saha gacchati. So that kind of path also we can indicate by pathe. It's not a physical path, but a path that you take for our abhivritti. Like that you can consider. Anantaram we have manya karmanya nadare vibhasha apranishu. Vibhasha means optionally. Apranishu, that which is not an animal. Here, prani means even manushyaha can be considered as prani, but in this context, it indicates that which is not an animal. Okay. Prani varje manyatehe karmani chaturthi va syat. Tiraskare. Tiraskare. That also anadare is indicated in the sutra by the word anadare. Okay. Manya karmani anadare vibhasha apranishu sampradanam bhavati. That sampradana is not given in the sutra, but we have to take it as anuvritti. Okay. So for all these sutras, you don't see the word sampradana. Why? Because from the very first sutra where sampradana is mentioned, for all these sutras, it will come as anuvritti. Because Panini Maharshi is very well known for his preciseness of writing the sutras. So he does not repeat anything. We have to take what is implied there, we have to take as anuvritti from the previous sutras, whatever is applicable there. So here, tiraskare, it is indicated by the word anadare. Now what is this? Let us see. Apranishu iti apaniya nauka kanna shukashrigala varjeshu iti vachyam. So manyatehe karmani vikalpena chaturthi bhavati. Tacha karma anadaradyotakam bhavet tat karma nauh kakah annam shukah shrigalah va na bhavet iti sutra vartikayoho tatparyartha. So what is this saying is natvam trinaya manye. Let us look at this sentence. Atra yushmad shabdartha trinancha manyatehe karma. What does this mean? Natvam trinaya manye. You are not even, I do not even think of you as even a grass. Means you are not at all valuable in my perspective. You are not even equal to the grass. That is what I'm thinking. Like how Sita showed that blade of grass to Ravana. What did she imply by that? I don't even consider or give you importance like to even whatever importance I give to a blade of grass. That is how it is meant, right? So in the same sense, natvam trinaya manye. I don't even think of you as even a blade of a grass. Okay? Atra yushmad shabdam api asti, tvam api asti, trina api asti. Two shabdas are there. But trina shabda only got chaturthi. Why? Anadaradyotakam karma trinameva. So here that anadaram, how do you say that you are comparing somebody with the grass. Grass is something that has less value. So anadaram. So that one which should have been the karma here, that is adhama shabda. Compared, it has a lower meaning. In meaning wise, it has lower meaning. So that will get the sampradana as per this sutra. Okay. So manya karmani anadare apranishu. So again vikalpena. So anadara dyotakam karma trinameva. Ataha trinadeva chaturthi natu yushmat shabdat. The yushmat shabda will not get. Here comparison is being made between two things. Between those two, whichever is the adhama will get chaturthi, will get the sampradana sanya. Not that is why here trinam got chaturthi, not the yushmad shabda. Trina sadrishaha api na. Trinadyapi adhamaha ityartaha. Okay, so you are not even equal to grass. You are much less than that. That is why that anadara shabda is used. So when you want to indicate that, when the Vakta wants to indicate that you are not even as useful as a blade of grass. So you are making him low than the grass. Such a comparison is being made. Then the adhama shabda will get, the shabda which indicates that anadara will get chaturthi, will get sampradana sanya. Evam natvam shunam manye ityadihi. Okay, here shuna. What is shunam?
Dog.
It is some animal, right? So natvam shunam manye. Here shunam is animal. Here in the sutra apranishu, only when the comparison is being made with something that is not an animal. But here shunam is animal. So it will not get sampradana. It will get dvitiya vibhakti, karma sanya eva. Okay? Shunaka sadrishaha api shunakadapi adhamaha ityartaha. So you are not even like the shuna, but you are lower than shuna. The comparison is still same. You are indicating the adhamatvam. But that will not get sampradana sanya. It will not get chaturthi. Why? Because in the sutra, apranishu is mentioned. Only when the comparison is made with the things that are not animals. Okay? So trinam, though it is not like a manishi, it is not an animal, trinam. So only when the comparison is made with animals, this sutra does not apply. So that animal shabda also will get dvitiya vibhakti. Only when apranishu shabdanam prayogaha asti cheteva sampradana sanya bhavati. Okay.
So Bhagini, only Yushmat Shabda must be there for this sutra. We can't do Asmat Shabda. Only Yushmat Shabda must be there. Is it not?
You cannot compare yourself with something and say I am lower than that. If somebody wants to, maybe they can.
Acha, okay. Okay.
So here somebody is making a comparison. No, you are not as good. You are not as useful as a blade of grass. Maybe if we are trying to convey that to ourselves, I am not useful. See, some people can have some kind of realization. Array, I have wasted all my time. I did not even I was not even useful. So if such a,
Yeah, something.
then
That's
maybe,
what
yeah. Okay. So
Thank
here,
you.
yes, Bhagini. So here we have, so here in the book, we have covered the sutras that are given in the book. But I found a few more with the Sampradana Sanya, which are not given in the book. So let us look at those. I'm sharing my screen again. Okay. So are you all able to see the screen? So here we have
Yes,
this sutra 1.4.34. Shlaga hanu sthashapam nipsyamanaha. So here what are the dhatus? Shlagha, hnung, stha, tathacha shap. Ityetesham vishaye karta yam bodhayitum ichhati tat karakam sampradana sanyam bhavati. Okay? Ityetesham vishaye. Shlaghate, this all these four dhatus. Okay? Using those four dhatus, if the vakta is trying to tell something to the other person, bodhayitum ichhati, yam bodhayitum ichhati, tat karakam sampradana sanyam bhavati. Okay? So let us look at some examples. We'll be able to understand easily. Gopi krishnaya shlaghate, hanute, tishthate, shapate. In place of shlaghate, you can use any of these. Okay? So Gopi krishnaya shlaghate, Gopi krishnaya hanute, hnute actually, not hanute, hnute, Gopi krishnaya tishthate, Gopi krishnaya shapate. What does it mean? Anena sutrena shlag means kathyane, hnung apanayane, stha gati nivrittau, tatha cha shap आक्रोशे इत्येतेषां विषये सम्प्रदानसंज्ञा विधीयते एतासां क्रियाणां कर्ता एताभिः क्रियाभिः यस्य बोधः भवेत् इति इच्छति तत् कारकं प्रकृतसूत्रेण सम्प्रदानसंज्ञं भवति. Again, let us look at an example. So Gopi Krishnaya Shagate.
Meaning of hanute?
What is the meaning of
Hanute.
hnute? Hnute.
Hanute.
Hnute means apanayane, means hiding somebody.
Oh.
Okay. So shlaghate is to praise, we know that, or to also speak. Here we can take it as praising. So when Gopi is praising Krishna, then she's simply not praising Krishna. She has something else in her mind. She wants to express her love through the praise. She wants to express her love through the praise. Okay. If that is the intention of praising, only then Krishna will get the Sampradana Sanya and it will be in Chaturthi. If the Gopi's intention is not to express her love, but she simply is praising for who Krishna is, then Krishnam Shlagate. Then Sampradana Sanya will not happen. Okay, that we have to remember. So Shlag Kathyane. Kathyanam ityukte stutihi. Stutihi means like praise. Ati prashamsanam. That stuti also a little exaggerated. Ati prashamsanam. Yatha. So no, you always see this happening. People, when they approach other people for some favors, first they praise them. Okay, you are so good, you are so generous, you are this, you are that. And then slowly they will express what they want to get done. Some work they want to get done, some help they want, whatever. That is how normally, that happens in the society. So Devadattaha Yajnadattam Shlaghate. What does it mean? Devadattaha Yajnadattasya Ati Prashamsam Karoti. Asmin Vakye Yajnadatta Padarthasya Karma Sanya Krita Asti. Here Yajnadatta is in Dvitiya Vibhakti only, Karma Sanya Eva. But Parantu Anaya Ati Prashamsaya Yadi Devadattaha Yajnadattam Swasya Kanchana Hetum Api Bodhayitum Ichchati. If he is also wanting to express something that he wants to get done or his problem or something, then it will get Sampradana Sanya. Like aham idam karyam katham karaniyam iti janami. Mahyameva karyam dehi iti. So there is some opportunity there. He wants, a position. So he will go to his manager. He will praise him for a while. And then he will say, I know you are looking for a person to do this job. I can do that job. Can you give me an opportunity? Like that. Mahyameva karyam dehi iti. Tarhi atra karma sanyāyāha bādham kritva prakritasūtrena yajñadatta-padarthasya sampradāna-sanya bhavati. Yena devadattaha yajñadattaya shlāghate iti vakyam siddhyati. So normally, if only he wants to do the stuti only for the sake of stuti, means he really appreciates that other person and he's only praising, then devadattaha yajñadattam shlāghate is fine. But here Devadatta has an agenda. He wants something from Yajñadatta. So that is why he is praising. Then the Vakyam will become Devadattaha Yajñadattaya Shlaghate. Anenaiva prakarena Gopi Krishnaya Shlaghate. Idam Udaharanam api Sangachate. Gopi Krishnasya Ati Prashamsam Kurvati. Swamanasi Krishnam prati vidyamanam pritim Krishnam bodhayitum ichchati. So she wants to express her love. There are so many gopis, fine. But I in particular have even more priti on you. She wants to say that to Krishna. So athava Krishnasya virahena jayamanayaha vedanayaha vishaye Krishnam bodhayitum ichchati. Iti atra ashayaha vartate. So Krishna went somewhere else and he came back. Now, this particular gopi wants to say that I missed you the most out of all the gopis. So she is praising, unable to simply say that I miss you the most. She is trying to express that through all these praises. So then we can say Gopi Krishnaya Shlaghate. Okay. So that is with the Shlag dhatu. And then Hnung dhatu. Apanayane means to hide or to take away and put somewhere else. Apanayanam ityukte duri karanam gopanam. Devadattaha yajñadattam apnute. Devadattaha yajñadattam dure nayati. Gopayati means to hide. Sometimes, we do that. Say, for example, a friend of ours got in trouble with somebody. That somebody came looking for our friend to beat him up or to scold him or to whatever. We hide them. We put them inside our house. And if that person comes and asks, did that person come this side? We say no, right? So imagine such a case. So asmin vakye yajñadatta padarthasya karmasanya krita asti. Normally it is yajñadattam apahnute. Parantu anena gopanena yadi devadattaha yajñadattam swasya kanchana hetumapi bodhayitum ichchati. Okay, now he has, see, I saved you, no? So you have to do this for me. If that kind of agenda is also there, if you simply saved him or if you simply hid him for his own benefit, then Devadattaha Yajñadattam apahnute is fine. But now you are expecting something back. Okay, I saved you, so what are you going to do for me? So then we have to put it in Sampradana and Chaturthi. Yatha dhanikaha agataha tena tvam na drashtavyaha ityadikam. Some example they gave. Tarhi atra karmasanyāyāha bādham kritva prakritasūtrena yajñadatta-padarthasya sampradāna-sanya bhavati. Yena devadattaha yajñadattaya apahnute iti vakyam siddhyati. Okay. Anenaiva prakarena gopi krishnaya hnute idam udaharanam api sangachate. Gopi krishnam anyabhyaha gopibhyaha dure nayanti. Swamanasi Krishnam prati vidyamanam pritim tatha cha anyaha gopihi prati swamanasi vidyamanam matsaram means some kind of jealousy. All the other gopis are spending time with him. I like him the most. Why should he spend time with others or why should they spend time with him? I want him all for myself. Api Krishnam bodhayitum ichchati. Iti atra ashayaha vartate. So she wants to show that I am more than the other gopis. I like you more. I don't want you to, be with them or something. To show her love, she is hiding him. So in that case, Krishna Shabda will get the Sampradana and it will be in chaturthi. And then stha dhatu. Stha dhatu, you all are familiar. Tishtati is the normal prathama purusha ekavachana rupam. Gati nivrittau. Yadyapi asya dhatoho dhatu pate gati nivrittihi iti artha dattaha asti. Tathapi ayam dhatuhu prakashanam asmin arthe api prayujyate. So the normal meaning is gati nivritti, means going and coming or staying. But here prakashanam, there is a special meaning in this context. Prakashanam means to show ourselves. Okay, that presence. Prakashanam ityukte ekasmin sthale sthitva kasyachana kritaha bodhaha. See, when somebody asks you to leave, okay, but you respect them. They are angry for some reason, they got upset with you. They want you to leave. You are really feeling sorry for whatever caused the upset in them. So you are trying to show that you actually care, or whatever you did not really mean to do. What do we do? We stand there, right? When we upset our guru, say for example, we totally forgot doing some homework and he got really upset. So he says, okay, go, leave the class. But we still stand there. Why? To show that whatever mistake we have done, we are really repenting, right? We are really repenting. And just by our presence there, the guru will understand. We don't have to say anything. Just by standing there without going, he asked us to leave, but we did not leave. We are just standing there. What does it show? That just that presence of us, that prakashanam itself is indicating that I really, care. I didn't do this mistake on purpose, or however you want to put it, right? So prakashanam ityukte ekasmin sthale sthitva kasyachana kritaha bodhaha. Okay. Swakritya manasi vidyamanasya kasyachana hetoho prakatikaranam. Whatever is in your mind, you are trying to express it with your presence there. Ayameva artaha prakrita sutre api ishyate. Kincha asmin arthe stha dhatoho prayogaha yada kriyate tada prakashanastheyakhyayungscha iti sutrena asmat dhatoho kevalam atmanepadasya eva pratyayaha bhavanti. So when we are using the stha dhatu in the prakashana artha, then it will get atmanepadi pratyayam and it will become tishtate. It will not become tishtati, it will become tishtate. Okay, so devadattaha yajnadattaya tishtate. That is how the application will be. Now, since we came across this sutra, prakashanastheyakhyayonscha, let us look what it means. Prakashanam ityukte swasya hetoho spashtarupena kathanam. Stheyakya ityukte vivade nirnayadanam. Vivade nirnayadanam. Etayoho arthayoho stha dhatoho atmanepadasya pratyayaha bhavanti. So by the word stheyakya, vivade nirnayadanam, and by prakashanam, swasya hetoho spashta rupena kathanam. So in those two senses, when stha dhatu is used, then atmanepadi pratyaya is used. Okay. Gopi krishnaya tishthate. Gopi swasya manasaha hetuhu krishnasya samipe prakati karoti ityartaha. Karnarjunavadaha drone tishthate. Karnarjunavade dronaha nirnayam karoti. So in the sense of nirnayam and in the sense of prakashanam. When in those two senses, vivade nirnayadanam. When there is vivadam to make a decision, and prakashanam. In those two meanings, stha dhatu, when it is used, it will get atmanepadi pratyayam and it will become tishthate. Okay. So karnarjuna vade dronaha nirnayam karoti. So that can be expressed as krishnarjuna vadaha dronaha tishthate. Okay, tishthate means nirnayam karoti. Drona made a decision in between Karna and Arjuna in their respect. Okay, in those two senses, the stha dhatu will get atmanepadi pratyayam. So devadattaha yajnadattaya tishtati. Huh? I am unable to hear you, Bhagini.
नहीं बहुत जीवड़ा पड़े चुप लाइट ना बेसन कर रूम नते तरी
Can you please mute? I think
पढ़ी
you are.
सारी ऊपर मैंने जवा देते हैं
Huh?
बिरे 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 उभी थी जाऊँ
Okay. So that is about that. And then shap. We have shap dhatu. Shap dhatu is akroshe. Means shapati. Means like cursing, right? यद्यपि धातुपाठे अस्य सूत्रस्य अर्थः आक्रोशः इति दीयते तथापि प्रस्तुतसूत्रस्य सन्दर्भेण अस्य अर्थः उपालम्बः इति स्वीक्रियते उपालम्बः इत्युक्ते वाचा शरीरस्पर्शनम् वाचा शरीरस्पर्शनम् See, many times we say, I will touch your feet. Can you please do this? Can you please not do this? Like that we say, no? Are we really touching their feet? No. Only with our words we are touching. So that is called, in that sense, the shap dhatu is used here. Aham tava charanau sprishami ityadi vachanam. Atra sharirasya sakshat sparshah na kriyate. Kevalam vanya aham tadrisham karomi iti nirdishyate. Etadrisham upalambham kurvan yadi karta kinchit bodhayitum api ichchatu तर्हि तत्र प्रकृतसूत्रस्य प्रयोगं कृत्वा सम्प्रदानसंज्ञा भवति. So here देवदत्तः यज्ञदत्ताय शपते. अत्र देवदत्तः यज्ञदत्तम् अहं भवतः चरणौ स्पृशामि इति उक्त्वा स्व आशयं यथा मया चौरकार्यं न कृतम् इत्यादिकं किञ्चित् बोधयितुम् इच्छति इति आशयः वर्तते. Now a thief gets caught, right? So he will beg the owner, please do not complain to the police. I will touch your feet. I will, do this, do that. Please don't tell to the police. That kind. In that kind of sandarbha, we can use this shapate. Iti ashayah vartate. Etadrisheshu prayogeshu shap dhatoho shapa upalambhena iti vaktavyam. Okay. And again, that word will get Atmanepadi based on this sutra. Let us not go into all those details, but at least you know that when a dhatu is used in a specific meaning, sometimes it can get Atmanepadi pratyayam. Like the stha dhatu, when it is used in the sense of prakashanam or nirnayam karoti, it is getting Atmanepadi pratyayam and it is used as tishtate. Like that, shapate also is getting Atmanepadi when it is used in the sense of sprishami. Evameva gopi krishnaya shapate iti prayogaha api sangacchate. Okay, so she also will say gopi krishnasya charanasparshasya vachanena swasya manasi krishnam prati vidyamanam pritim tameva bodhayitum ichchati iti atra ashayah vartate. So by saying that, I would like to touch your feet, or saying such things, she is trying to express the preeti that she has towards him. So here in the sutra we have nipsyamanaha iti shabdam asti. Let us look at the meaning of that. This is basically just the prakriya of the dhatu. Nipsyamanaha. Prakrita sutre vidyamanaha nipsyamanaha iti shabdaha jna dhatu. Okay, jna dhatu means avabodhane, and from the krayadi gana. Iti dhatoho nijantasya sannantasya karmani shanajantam rupam. Abba, see, so many. So first the nijanta is added, then the sannanta is added, then the karmani prayoga, then the shanajanta. So jna dhatu. So devadattah janati. Jna dhatu in the regular form, in the latlakara janati. Jna dhatoho preranarthe nich pratyaye krite jnapi iti ati deshika dhatuhu siddhyati. Asya artha avagamayati, bodhayati iti. So janati means to know. Jnapi means to make somebody know. Nich dhatoho, that is what, no? Nich dhatu is used to make somebody else do the kriya. So making somebody else know or understand. Avagamayati. The artha will be avagamayati or bodhayati. Here also, people are trying to express something. People are trying to let the other person know what is in their mind. So nijanta is used. And then the meaning example would be Devadattaha Yajnadattam Jnapayati. Okay, he is making Yajnadatta know or understand. Jnapi dhatoho ichartake san pratyaye krite jnipsya. Jnipsa. You all know the Sannanta. We did Sannanta in Gita Pravesha book 1. Okay, so to express our ichartha. So there, by expressing that, it will become Jnipsa. Iti atideshika dhatuhu siddhyati. Asya artha avagamayitum ichchati. I would like to make you understand. Bodhayitum ichchati. I would like to explain or express. So jnipsati, okay, will be the kriya padam. Devadattaha yajnadattam jnipsati. And then to this sannanta rupam, again what is applied? Shanajanta, karmani and shanajanta. Asyaiva karmani prayoge parivartanam kriyate chet devadattena yajnadattaha jnipsyate iti siddhyati. Ante atra latlakarasya adesha rupena tin pratyayasya apekshaya shanach pratyayah prayujyate chet devadattena yajnadattaha jnipsyamanaha asti iti siddhyati. Devadattaha yajnadattasya bodha bhavet iti ichchati. So that will be the meaning. So jnipsyamanaha means jnapayitum ishyamanaha bodhayitum abhipretaha etadrishasya jnipsyamanasya prakrita sutrena sampradana sanya bhavati. So for all the 4 dhatus that we have seen, when they are being used in the sense of jnipsyamanaha, means trying to make somebody else understand what is in our mind. In that sense, when those 4 dhatus are used, then towards whom that bodhana is intended, that padam will get sampradana sanya. Okay, and why these 4 shlagha, nu, stha, shap, iti kimartham etesham dhatunam eva arthe prayuktanam anyesham dhatunam vishaye asya sutrasya prayogaha mabhut. So, Devadattaha Yajnadattam Stauti. See, in the earlier example, where we saw the Irshya, Asuya, it was told that other dhatus which have the same meaning also will fall under the same category and Sampradanam Bhavati. But here it is not. Anyesham dhatunam vishaye asya sutrasya prayogaha mabhut. So, Stauti is like a shlaghate only. But when stauti, when actual the stauti dhatu is used, this kriyapadam is used. Yajnadattam cannot be in Chaturthi. It cannot take sampradana sanya. Even though Devadatta's idea is to express something else other than only praising him. Ityatra bodhayitum ichchati. Iti artha vidyate chetapi prakrita sutrena sampradana sanya na bhavati. So if somebody wants to praise somebody and make them understand something, then we have to use only the shlag dhatu. The staut, stuti dhatu cannot be used. Okay? Jnipsyamanaha iti kimartham. Yadi bodhasya ichcha nasti, tarhi prakrita sutrasya prayogaha na bhavati. So even if you are using the word shlagate, but you don't have any intention of explaining something else to them, then also Yajnadatta Shabda will not get Chaturthi. It will not get Sampradana Sanya. So see, we can use all this to express our intention. When we want to say Devadatta is praising Yajnadatta because he has something else on his mind. He is trying to benefit. He is trying to ask for a favor. If we want to indicate that meaning, then we have to say Devadattaha Yajnadattaya Shlagate. But if we are not trying to indicate that meaning, we have to say Yajnadattam, Karma Sanya Eva, Sampradana Sanya Nasti. Okay? And even if you have the intention of explaining something else, but if you don't use the Kriyapadam Shlagate, if you use Stauti, then again it does not imply that. Okay, Yajnadatta will not get Sampradana Sanya, though you have the intention. So you have to have the intention and use only these 4 dhatus. Only then the Sampradana Sanya will be given to the Shabda to whom this Bodhana is intended. Otherwise, it will not get Sampradana Sanya. Atra Devadattaha Yajnadattasya stutim avashyam karoti. Parantu anaya stutya saha Yajnadattasiya kamapi bodham kartum na ichchati. He doesn't have any hidden agenda. He's only praising for who he is. Asyam stutau prakrita sutrasya prayogaha na bhavati. In that case, the Sampradana Sanya will not be given to the Yajnadatta Shabda. Okay? Okay. So we shall stop here and continue tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow also we are going to have a class, same time. And the next class will continue after I reach India, which is after July 12th. July 12th, I will be reaching India. So after that, whenever our Tuesday comes, that day we will have the class. So we shall stop here. Any questions? I will share this document. So Sampradana will have
Bhagini,
Sampradana.
एक प्रश्न अस्ति गत क्लासे I think you had some sharing of this printout PDF, but I don't think we have received the copy, but it's should we expect after you reach to India?
No. Actually, whatever I shared last class wasn't really that much. That is why I didn't share. But if you still want, I can share. It was very...
I would love to. Yeah, I would love to because I'm not able to write that well right now.
Okay. I will share. Last classes and today's class notes I will share.
Will it be on a WhatsApp or in some...
WhatsApp only, it will be a PDF document.
Okay. Dhanyavad, Bhagini. Really, it's a great help.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So again, tomorrow we'll meet same time.
Sure. Thank you.
I understand this will be a extra class that I'm taking. So if you have other classes and if you are unable to attend, that is fine. You can catch up with the recording. But after that, we'll have a good break. So try to go over whatever we have covered so far until the Sampradana Karakam and the Chaturthi Vibhakti.
Bhagini, you are exceptionally, extraordinarily, very well good teacher. Even on your tour, you are thinking of us and giving us a classes. It's not easy. I know it is how difficult it must be for you, but thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you,
Yes,
Bhagini.
for all of us.
Dhanyawad
Bhagini's words.
1 second, Shanti Shlokam, Alivelu Bhagini.
आं भगिनि सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः धन्यवाद भगिनी नमस्कारः सर्वेभ्यः धन्यवादः नमस्कारः शुभरात्रिः